A Carnegie Institution for Science audio press release for July 25, 2012. Forest carbon monitoring breakthrough in Colombia. Using new, highly efficient techniques, Carnegie and Colombian scientists have developed accurate, high-resolution maps of the carbon stocks locked in tropical vegetation for 40% of the Colombian Amazon, 165,000 square kilometers or 64,000 square miles, an area about 4 times the size of Switzerland. Until now, the inability to accurately quantify carbon stocks at high spatial resolutions over large areas has hindered the United Nations Reducing Emissions from Deforestation and Forest Degradation, or REDD+ program, which is aimed at creating financial value for storing carbon in the forests of tropical countries. In addition to providing a key boost for implementing REDD+, the results from the Carnegie-Colombian partnership is a boon to tropical forest management and conservation. Colombian President Juan Manuel Santos Calderón remarked, "I am delighted to see these research results from the Carnegie Institution and our counterpart institutions working in the Colombian Amazon. We celebrate a true collaboration that not only advances science and human knowledge, but also builds our national scientific capacity. In a continuing partnership with Carnegie, we aim at becoming world leaders in the use of state-of-the-art science and technology for environmental monitoring that can inform our decision-making and planning efforts for managing and protecting our precious natural resources." Many approaches have been pursued for estimating tropical forest carbon stores at different scales, but the estimates are usually too coarse for conserving, managing, and reporting forest carbon changes at high spatial resolution. The vastly improved method presented here involves a rapid and cost-effective combination of airborne light detection and ranging technology, or LiDAR, and a satellite image analysis technology called class light to produce carbon maps. LiDAR, mounted on the fixed-wing Carnegie Airborne Observatory, provides detailed 3D images of the forest canopy using laser pulses. Class light converts dense tropical forest cover found in basic satellite images into highly detailed maps that reveal deforestation, logging, and other forest degradation. Both the CAO and class light were developed by lead author Greg Asner and his team at Carnegie's Department of Global Ecology, and this project represents the first use of the combined technologies in deep partnership with Colombian government agencies. Their new methods use a top-down approach that dramatically reduces the need for expensive and time-consuming field data. The study, published in Biogeosciences, is also the first to use what Asner calls a universal airborne LiDAR approach that nearly eliminates the need for traditional plot inventories. This new study not only explores a poorly understood region of the Amazon, it also demonstrates scientists' newest method for mapping forest carbon stocks at a spatial resolution approaching the size of the larger individual rainforest trees, 30 meters by 30 meters, or about 100 feet by 100 feet. With a revised top-down methodology that combines the best available technologies, the scientists and their partners achieve new accuracies that radically advance forest monitoring and carbon policy readiness in Colombia. Despite the fact that the area is relatively flat, the scientists discovered that slight variations in elevation and natural drainage systems were important determinants of regional variation of carbon stocks. In total, they found that the study area had about 1.5 billion metric tons of carbon stored in the tissues of rainforest plants. The 165,000 square kilometer Colombian study area was designated as a REDD+ pilot project area by the Colombian Institute for Hydrological, Meteorological, and Environmental Studies, or IDEAM. The region is vast with varied terrain and is largely inaccessible due to a lack of roads or navigable rivers. Inaccessibility issues prevent widespread field work. The scientific partnership between Carnegie and Colombia was essential to the success of mapping such a challenging area. IDEAM reported that during the last 2 decades, Colombia has lost about 300,000 hectares, or 740,000 acres, of forest, creating a need to strengthen methods for tracking and control of deforestation, particularly in areas that are difficult to access. This joint work has permitted IDEAM to complement the information base it has created on deforestation and forest carbon densities, as well as to strengthen national capacities for applying the latest technology for environmental management in the country. Joint efforts by Carnegie and Colombian government organizations, including the High Presidential Council on Biodiversity and Environmental Management and IDEAM, realized important advances in Colombian capacity to map forest carbon with cutting-edge technologies. With support from the Colombian Air Force, the Agustín Codazzi Geographic Institute, the Puerto Rastrojo Foundation, and the Ministry of Environment, the team carried out the project by overcoming complicated data acquisition conditions. Collaborative effort through all stages of scientific planning, operations, and analysis ensured success among project objectives. Through knowledge sharing, technology transfer, and intra-institutional coordination, the scientists jointly improved an approach for high-resolution forest carbon mapping that can be applied anywhere in the world. The scientists are now planning for additional airborne and satellite mapping to address the challenges of climate change in Colombia and the western Amazon basin. The Carnegie Institution has had over 110 years of extraordinary discoveries. To continue this tradition, Carnegie scientists need your support. For more information about this and other cool science, visit our website at carnegiescience.edu. This is John Strom.